At Rehab Group, we stand firm that disability should not mean disadvantage. Here are our top 10 asks for Budget 2025 to promote inclusion, accessibility and equality for people with disabilities in Ireland. Ask number 1. It is time to end disability poverty. The rate of people with a disability at risk of poverty and social exclusion in Ireland is 39.5%. That is more than 10% higher than the EU average. People who use rehab services often report that they are unable to make ends meet. They struggle to choose between heating their homes, paying for medical or dental treatments, and many are reliant on food banks. In Budget 2025, we are calling for the introduction of a €50 a week cost of disability payment and to increase the basic rate of social welfare payments by €30 a week. Ask number 2. Budget 2025 must see increased investment in housing provision, home care support and personal assistance to enable people with disabilities to live with dignity, security and independence. With an ageing population of parents and carers, urgent action with the funding to match is needed to address the housing needs of people with disabilities in a meaningful way. Ask number 3. The budget must address hidden healthcare costs by ensuring that all medical and dental treatments are covered by the medical card and ensure speedy access to mental health services. Ask number 4. Provide accessible transport for all by investing in rural transport links and by providing greater support for individualised transport, including subsidies for people with disabilities wishing to avail of driving lessons. Ask number 5. Ensure that funding is in place to match the ambition of the Action Plan for Disability Services 2024 to 2026. Ask number 6. Provide funding for full pay parity for Section 39 organisations and return to alignment with HSE pay scales. The issue of pay parity for Section 39 organisations is severely impacting all sections of Rehab Group in terms of delivery of existing services and planning for emerging unmet needs. Ask number 7. Provide multi-annual funding for disability organisations. This would facilitate advanced planning for service needs, enable services to be better tailored towards individual needs, and provide greater certainty to the state, which relies on the voluntary sector to provide these essential services. Ask number 8. Make employment accessible and inclusive. The employment rate in Ireland for people with disabilities stands at 32%, one of the lowest rates in the EU. This compares poorly with the EU average of 51%. To address this, Budget 2025 should invest in and develop a clear strategy to support people with disabilities to access and retain employment. Ask number 9. Budget 2025 should make provision for students of the National Learning Network to have a first-class educational experience. This should be done by funding core costs at a 2025 rate, providing capital investment and making provisions for students' extracurricular activities. Ask number 10. Invest in the development of an Irish assistive technologies ecosystem that supports the active inclusion and participation of people with disabilities in all aspects of life. As Budget 2025 is the last budget of this Dáil term, this is the last opportunity for the Government to deliver on the commitments made to disabled people in the Programme for Government, Our Shared Future. Now is the time for action, funding and change. Thank you for watching. To find out more, click on the link below and read our full submission.